OpenAI just announced something that's going to be absolutely game-changing. This upgrade to ChatGPT is going to move things towards ChatGPT being a platform with an app store, and it's going to completely change the way that we use ChatGPT. You're going to get access to the internet from inside ChatGPT, you're going to be able to upload images and video and audio and even CSV files and connect it to your website and do pretty much anything that you could possibly imagine and way more. I'm going to be showing you everything about what this means for ChatGPT and the future of the internet. So let's dive into ChatGPT plugins. Now, plugins work a little bit like the App Store. You can search for them and add them to your ChatGPT interface, and you can even build your own using ChatGPT itself. More on that later. Plugins help ChatGPT access up-to-date information from the internet, run computations, and use third-party services. Plugins are launching with 2 built by OpenAI, which allow ChatGPT to browse the web and interpret Python code in a sandboxed environment, respectively, as well as a host of third-party plugins, which we'll see shortly. Now, OpenAI have also included an open-source plugin called Retrieval, which will enable ChatGPT to access personal or organizational information sources with their permission. So let's look at each of these plugins in turn. Now, previously, ChatGPT could only return data up to the end of 2021, which was based on the dataset it had been trained upon. With the browser plugin enabled, ChatGPT can identify if a request requires more up-to-date information, and it will then search the internet to augment its response. One of the issues with allowing real-time search is that unlike a dataset, the information isn't controlled and there's a higher chance of incorrect information and fake news being returned. To combat this, the Browse plugin shows where ChatGPT is pulling the information from and also references the sources of that information at the end. Now, the Code Interpreter plugin is really cool, providing a working Python interpreter in a sandboxed firewalled environment. This basically means that files can be uploaded to this environment and then worked on by ChatGPT. The use cases here are absolutely enormous. From uploading a CSV or Excel data file and then having ChatGPT interrogate the data and create things like graphs, to building a working app, testing it, and then downloading the results. One of the coolest features here is being able to edit files in real time, for example, changing the resolution and attributes of an image and then downloading it as a new type of file. The Retrieval plugin is more of an open source tool that you can customize. By using the code, you can grant ChatGPT access to your own data. A little bit like the browse functionality, ChatGPT will then be able to search your own data source and return responses. This means ChatGPT will be able to search your files, notes, emails, or public documentation in an instant, which will be great for organizations wanting to trawl through loads of their own data, where previously they needed cloud-hosted AI systems to find things like trends and work on that data. And it will also be pretty revolutionary for personal users too, if you're looking to organize files or pull out information en masse from things like emails. We've then got a whole host of third-party plugins. The library will continue to grow with the first plugins created by Expedia, FiscalNote, Instacart, Kayak, Klarna, Milo, OpenTable, Shopify, Slack, Speak, Wolfram, and Zapier to access their databases. What's really cool is that you'll be able to combine these plugins to do things like organizing your meal prep for the week by searching for groceries, calculating their calories with Wolfram Alpha, and then ordering them through Instacart. With Zapier there too, you'll be able to set up a ton of custom integrations and workflows on top of these helpful plugins without needing to leave ChatGPT. That's where the paradigm shift begins. Plugins move ChatGPT towards being a platform that you won't need to switch out of, and from where you can access all of your tools without needing to go to Google or other websites. It's also great for developers, as you can actually use ChatGPT to then create your own plugin, which is absolutely awesome. Plugins use manifest files and connect to ChatGPT via APIs. And this will then be a great way to drive usage of your app or service through ChatGPT and power up ChatGPT beyond its initial training data, which ended at 2021. Now, this continues to be a super exciting time, and I imagine we'll see loads more creative plugins coming out over the next 12 months, and possibly some paid plugins too, as we often see when platforms launch, such as the Apple App Store. With so much going on in AI over the past few weeks, I'll be putting together a quick summary video so that you don't get left behind, which will be going live on Sunday. So do hit that subscribe button to keep updated, and I'll catch you then in the next video.